look. And look at the bundle that fell out. That's the one with the hole in it. I wasn't sure which one it was. Welcome back to my channel. I am the Composting Worm Lady. And here I have my Worm Factory 360, which has 4 species of worms. We got red wigglers in here, European nightcrawlers, African nightcrawlers, and Louisiana swamp worms. I gave them a pumpkin yesterday because I want to see if they're going to go after it, just like my worms in the nursery bins that you'll see on my other channel, The Garden and Worm Lady. But, you know, composting in these towers is really fun to do. Plus the tower, once they eat everything in here, then you put another level on that has little holes and they'll climb up. I saw a guy one time, he had 7 stacked high. And I thought, man, that must be so heavy. But you know what? There were worms going up and down the entire thing. It was almost like he had a building with 1 million tenants in it. I thought that was so cool. I think I only have like 3 of these extra trays though, so that's about all I'll do. So let's check. Pumpkin looks like the other one. Now remember, these pumpkins, I did not freeze them first. Look at them all. So if you're new here, subscribe and press that little bell and give me the thumbs up and comment below and tell me what you're up to and tell me what you do. Because I'm always curious to know what other people are doing. Look at them. They're so cute. They're little, some of them. Isn't it funny how 4 different species live in here in harmony? No problems. So they're all here in here on the side. I wonder how deep this hole goes. Maybe they've eaten into it more. I don't know. Let's see. There's a big one right there. And look, he's going under the skin. Oh, I'm curious to know. You know me, I gotta check, you know. Oh, there they are. Oh, look what they're doing, guys. They're going under the skin. They're going to eat this pumpkin, I think, under the skin. They're just going to go that way. Look at that. This is going to be interesting, this one. Very interesting to see what they're going to do with this. So how many of you have one of these in your house or in your kitchen that you use food scraps with? You got to be careful not to overfeed a tower like this, especially at first when you're starting out, because the worms, they won't be able to handle that much food, and especially in the beginning while they're getting established. And the last thing you want to do is overfeed a bin, because if you've ever experienced an overfed bin or smelled one, it is horrible. Plus, it'll hurt them, you know, and that's the last thing you want. That's why I have several towers, because I cooked so much that my one bin just couldn't keep up with all the scraps I had. So I had 2 of them, and then eventually I got a 3rd. And what I would do was I would rotate them. I'd feed whatever I could to the first one. Then the next time I cooked, I fed it to the second one. And then I went over to the 3rd. And then I went back to the first. And that way, it gave the worms time in between to process everything that I was giving them. Because, trust me, the last thing you want to do is overfeed, because it will be horrible. Now, if you want to fatten them up a little bit, you can add a little worm chow to the surface, mist it with water, and cover it with a damp newspaper. But don't do a lot of that and a lot of food scraps, because you're going to run into a problem. Plus, the focus of these towers really is to compost your scraps and your junk mail and things like that. At least most people have it for that purpose. I've had it for both, for doing that, and I've also had it for like doing experiments like this, just out of curiosity, just to see, you know, what would happen. But as you can see, this one has been very interesting. Now look, you see it's starting to turn white here, which is the mold, but I'm going to leave it. And this still feels damp, which is okay. When I go like this, I don't squeeze very hard because if there's a worm in there or a cocoon, I don't want to hurt it in any way. Look at the quality of this camera with the filming. Wow. It's amazing, isn't it? I love the way it has this solid and then the background just blurry. That's really cool. So we're going to keep an eye on this. I guarantee you in like another day or two, they're going to be going crazy in there. They really are. So the next tower, I think I'm going to do only, let's do one species only. Either red wigglers or European night crawlers. How about you guys tell me down below which one you want to see in my next tower? Let's do one single species. Tell me down below, and then I'll I won't have it set up like this. I'll have the bin empty and I'll do it with you so that you can see right from the beginning how you can start one of these. And it's not hard. And it's not, you know, it's not difficult. Remember, though, you just got to keep it moist. If you let a bin dry out like this, they're going to die. And then what's the purpose of doing that? So also be careful when you add food that is wet, like watermelon. Watermelon is like, you know, 100% water or something. So when you add a lot of that, don't be pouring water in here, adding a lot, because the watermelon is going to have a lot of moisture. And you're going to notice, because when you lift your lid up, the bottom of the lid is probably going to have like dew on it and moistness, wetness. So that's how you know. So you just have to be careful. And it's okay to feed them things like that, especially in the summer when we eat a lot of watermelon. They like the grinds. They like the rinds. So another way to see how many worms you actually got is put a piece of watermelon on the surface, leave it there like 3 or 4 days, and then come and lift it. You're going to be impressed. They're going to be everywhere because they really love the sweetness. But look, as you can see, they're breaking this up really nice. And the wetness, look, it's perfect. So they're doing a good job on this. So if you're new here, again, like, subscribe, give me that thumbs up, press the little bell, and we're gonna set up the next one. Look, it's the pumpkin has to go a little further down. All right. I know I laugh a lot. I can't help it. So again, tell me down below what you want to see in the next tower. Red wigglers or European night crawlers. And yeah, that thing, amazing. I'm going to set it up on my other channel. The people who own that, they sent it to me. And I can't wait to try it. So if you want to see that, tune into the Garden and Worm Lady. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.